Lots covered.
Hey guys, Lots Cover here again. So, today we're going to be discussing the top 15 Fox deal stars that could defeat Thanos. So, after a long and legal process and tons of rumors, they are now true. The Disney-Fox merger is official. As a result, the X-Men, Fantastic Four, Deadpool, along with other beloved characters are coming home to Marvel. The merger drastically changes the future of the Marvel Cinematic Universe as the deal opens the door to countless new stories. Most fans assume that Marvel will hold off on bringing these characters into the MCU, but many of them could make a difference in the upcoming Avengers film Avengers 4. Some of the characters Marvel has acquired in this deal are very good. First, there's the X-Men, one of the most famous groups in the comic book history. Among this group, there is Magneto, Charles Xavier, one of the most powerful telepaths, Wolverine, and many more. The factor in the Fantastic Four and the possibilities for a new hero in Avengers 4 became a little clearer. We have decided to list some of the Fox stars that could save the MCU from Thanos. Some, like the X-Men, seem obvious, while others may very much surprise you. After the events of Infinity War, one thing is clear. Avengers can't defeat him alone, and they need to find some help. Maybe Reed Richards or Mr. Fantastic is the key to the team's conflict with Thanos. Combine Mr. Fantastic's intellect with Tony Stark's genius, and you have an unstoppable pair. Or maybe it's a numbers game, and in that case, Xavier or Professor X could gather all the mutants in the world to fight Thanos. The possibilities are truly endless. Number 15. Fantastic Four. Of all the characters on this list, the Fantastic Four seem to be the most sensible candidates to join the Marvel Cinematic Universe in Avengers 4. The team, based in New York, a popular setting for Marvel films, including Avengers Infinity War, plus with Tony Stark stranded on Titan, the Avengers need another intellectual person or genius to temporarily replace Stark. Few characters deserve to do so more than Mr. Fantastic. Richards is one of the smartest characters in the Marvel Universe, and his intellect could save the day when it comes to beating Thanos or reversing the damage he's done. Led by Richards, these fan-favorite characters deserve to make their way into the MCU. Number 14. Magneto. Of all the characters on my list, Magneto is one of the most compelling. Plus, he'd easily be incorporated into the MCU because his children, Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, have already crossed over into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The Master of Magnetism is typically a notable villain, but he could certainly save the day in Avengers 4. If the conflict comes down to another all-or-nothing fight, like the long Wakandan fight, Magneto could make all the difference. He could use his power to both attack Thanos and restrict the Mad Titan from using his gauntlet. There would be no "you should have gone for the head" moment this time. Magneto could easily help the Avengers win. Number 13. Dark Phoenix. When it comes to sheer power, few characters can be as powerful as the Dark Phoenix. The Phoenix Force is responsible for unmeasurable destruction, and even Thanos pales in comparison to this threatening entity. Jean Grey, the most famous host of the Phoenix Force. By bringing Grey into Avengers 4, introducing the X-Men would be relatively easy. Like other characters, the Phoenix Force proves that instead of a hero, a more powerful villain could defeat Thanos. Although the inclusion of the Phoenix Force in the Avengers 4 movie is not likely, but if it does, it would be a great inclusion. Number 12. Rogue. Yes, I have the X-Men on my list further down, but some members of the team deserve an individual spotlight. Rogue is one of the most powerful members of the team due to her particularly dangerous skill set. Anna Marie can fly, has super strength, and she can drain the energy, skills, and memories from anyone she touches. If Mary manages to get close to Thanos, she could be the game changer. Rogue can drain energy and possibly the abilities of the Infinity Gauntlet. Who knows? From the Mad Titan, which could weaken the villain enough for the heroes to defeat him once and for all. Number 11. Magic. Magic may not be the first name that comes to mind when you think of the legendary characters Disney has acquired in the Fox merger. However, Ilyana Rasputin could be a game changer in the war against Thanos. Plus, as the sister of Colossus, she could pave the way for Colossus' introduction to the Avengers world. Doctor Strange was one of the many victims of the Thanos snap. As a result, the Marvel Cinematic Universe needs another sorcerer to temporarily take his place. While Wong is nowhere to be seen, Rasputin is the Queen of Limbo, who has studied under Stephen Strange. If Marvel brings magic into the movie, the student can become the master when Ilyana uses her mastery of magic to defeat Thanos. Number 10. Kang the Conqueror. In this context, in defeating Thanos, Kang is basically the opposite of Cable. Whereas Nate Summers would save the day because he is a hero, Kang would likely take down Thanos to pursue his own needs. Kang, who is able to time travel with his advanced technology, has extensive knowledge of the time of the past, present and future due to his manipulation of various events in the time stream. Kang has expertise in the complicated nature of the multiverse, which is very handy. With a genius level intellect and an incredibly powerful supersuit, Kang would be a capable foe of Thanos. Plus, Kang helping the good guys isn't that far-fetched, even though he's a villain. He's teamed up with the Avengers in the comics. Number 9. Galactus. Choosing Galactus to be the hero of Avengers 4 might seem like a long shot. After all, he's the devourer of words we are talking about. Galactus literally eats populated planets for breakfast. However, this legendary villain could be just what the Doctor ordered for the plague of Thanos. If Marvel decides to portray Galactus as the profound personality, the seeder of worlds, the character would be an appropriate addition to Avengers 4. It's easy to imagine the Lifebringer opposing Thanos' widespread path of eradication. Galactus prefers to stay out of earthbound affairs, but he'd like to make an exception for the Mad Titan. Number 8. Doctor Doom. Unexpectedly, Doctor Doom could be the hero of Avengers 4 when all is said and done. Yes, Von Doom is one of the most notorious villains in the Marvel comic universe, but he can still play the hero. With a genius level intellect, a background as a masterful sorcerer, and technological expertise that rivals that of Tony Stark, Doom looms as an adversary that could stand toe-to-toe with Thanos. Like other characters on this list, Doom's inclusion in the MCU would make more sense if his counterparts, Fantastic Four, would also be. Number 7. X-Men. The Avengers as we know them failed to stop Thanos' quest to collect the Infinity Stones and eradicate half the population. Maybe another team could succeed where the Avengers could not. X-Men are one of the most famous teams after all. They are primed to eventually join the MCU. There's no time like the present, so the X-Men could help Avengers defeat Thanos in the first post-merger MCU film, Avengers 4. Under the X-Men, there are various lineups of powerful mutants Marvel could utilize in the sequel to Infinity War. The classic lineup of Cyclops, Jean Grey, Beast, Iceman, and Angel is just one of the many possibilities that Marvel Cinematic Universe could bring in. Number 6. Wolverine. When the X-Men came home in the Disney-Fox merger, fans started dreaming of their favorite mutant Wolverine more than any other character, because he can be an impact player right away. As one of the most famous and powerful members of the X-Men, Wolverine could be the face of X-Men's incorporation into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Logan is the best at what he does, but what he does isn't very nice. Luckily for the Avengers, Logan's kill could mean the difference between victory and defeat. Wolverine's healing factor makes him one of the hardest characters to kill. Overall, Logan's durability and his adamantium claws would turn the tide in another battle against Thanos and the Black Order. Number 5. The Silver Surfer. As the servant of Galactus, the Silver Surfer is often not reviewed for his performance as a hero in the Marvel Universe. However, he has a vast amount of power at his disposal, so he could tip the scales in the Avengers conflict with Thanos. Armed with the power cosmic, Norrin Rad could overwhelm the Mad Titan, especially when you factor in the collective might of other heroes like the Avengers. Rad, a virtuous man known for his struggle to make up for the sins of his master, seems like a likely candidate to join the battle against Thanos. Of course, bringing Silver Surfer into the MCU would be followed by Galactus' introduction. Number 4. Charles Xavier or Professor X. While we have already mentioned the X-Men and focused on several of Charles Xavier's students, Professor X deserves individual recognition too. The usefulness and potency of Xavier's mind knows no bounds. Additionally, he can use the Cerebro to locate any mutant. Thanos wouldn't stand a chance against the remaining Avengers combined with the army of X-Men. Xavier's mind has been called a weapon of mass destruction, and that's very true. Professor X could use his arsenal of mind-based powers to defeat Thanos more efficiently than most other characters. Bringing Xavier to the MCU would also be a first natural step in the X-Men's incorporation into the shared universe. Number 3. Shi'ar Empire. Captain Marvel will feature the Kree-Skrull War, so adding another alien race to the MCU could overwhelm fans. However, especially when combined with the Krees and Skrulls, the Shi'ar could be a vital component in the Avengers' quest to defeat Thanos. The Shi'ar, typically led by Empress Lilandra, are known for their taste for battle, and as an imperialistic galactic empire, it'd be easy for Marvel to create a conflict between this race and Thanos. With many connections to the X-Men and the Dark Phoenix, the Shi'ar would be a probable and reasonable addition to the Avengers 4 movie. At worst, the movie could introduce Lilandra and Dark Phoenix, and this could expand the Shi'ar Empire as a whole. Number 2. Cable. Cable's initial inclusion to the MCU almost writes itself. With the Time Stone in hand, Thanos can manipulate time. This ability proved to be crucial in the villain's victory over the Earth's mightiest heroes. Cable, a time-displaced soldier, is known for his ability to time travel like Kang the Conqueror. It's an antagonistic match made in heaven. Cable could travel time to counter Thanos at every turn. Marvel could even explore the ethical dilemma of using time travel to end the existence of a powerful threat in its infancy. As one of the stars of Deadpool 2, Cable seems like a character that Marvel could easily incorporate into Avengers. Nate Summers' ability to time travel makes that process seem even more easier. It would be a bash to see the same actor facing each other. Number 1. Deadpool. Here's out on this one. Deadpool isn't powerful enough to beat Thanos in a fight. It's true. But using his comedy and witty antics, Wade Wilson could easily distract the Mad Titan in a way that would leave him vulnerable to an attack from the Earth's mightiest heroes. The Avengers could take down Thanos, and they'd have to thank Deadpool for that victory. Based on the commercial success, Deadpool seems to be a likely addition to the MCU. However, the character might be still inappropriate for Disney's family-friendly movies. Still, now that Disney owns Deadpool movie rights, he would be a great addition to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Hey everyone, thanks for watching our video. Please leave your views in the comment section below, like the video, and don't forget to subscribe. Goodbye.